This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, possibly the last legal auction of moa bones is set to happen in Dunedin on Sunday. A young Kiwi is introduced to its new home in Queenstown before its release into the wild as an adult. And the chimes of Dunedin St Matthews are set to peal as part of an international bell-ringing celebration. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. A set of moa bones due to be auctioned in Dunedin this Sunday could be one of the last sold in the country if a law change is successful. Museums across the country want sales of moa bones stopped to discourage fossickers from raiding archaeological sites.
Proctor Auctions on Dunedin's George Street is holding a taxidermy auction on Sunday with a number of items attracting interest from potential buyers across the country.
Full-size polar bear from Alaska. Another standout would have to be the giraffe and also the full-bodied moa skeleton.
It's still legal for Proctor Auction salesman Jordan Proctor to sell the skeleton of a heavy-footed moa, but new regulations are being considered by the government, meaning that these could be some of the last moa bones to go under the hammer in this country.
Nationwide, we've had quite a lot of interest with having just about 200 people registered online already prior to the auction. We've had a lot of people come in before and admire the moa. It's just seeing who will actually come and buy it.
Sunday's auction is made up of lots from 4 separate private collections, with the public and even school groups welcome to come in beforehand to have a look.
Get a lot of people come in. We've got a school across the road that bring classrooms through, and they're actually able to touch the animals and, not behind glass, so it's quite nice to see.
The Otago Museum says sales of extinct animal parts need to be prohibited to protect archaeological sites from being raided by fossickers who might be hoping to sell what they steal from the sites. In Dunedin, The South Today.
The owners of more than half a dozen parked cars near Dunedin Airport are in for a shock when they get back home. A truck loaded with hay ploughed into multiple parked cars near Dunedin Airport this morning, shunting several out of place. Police say they were notified of the crash at Momona at 7:30 a.m. They say there were no injuries and the road was not blocked. The roadside is a popular spot for Dunedin travellers to park when they fly out from Momona Airport. The newest arrival at Queenstown's Kiwi Birdlife Park is named Te Ao Hou, which means new beginning. The North Island brown kiwi was given the name as an indication of the park's hope for the future.
A new visitor has arrived at Queenstown's Kiwi Birdlife Park. Before being released into the Kiwi House, staff gathered for a blessing and naming ceremony of this juvenile North Island brown kiwi who was raised at Christchurch's Willowbank Wildlife Reserve.
So his name is Te Ao Hou, which means new beginnings, and he's 2.5 years old. He's from Willowbank in Christchurch.
Te Ao Hou will join 7 other kiwi who are currently held at the park and are being looked after until they're big and strong enough to be released into the wild.
He could stay for a few years. The main aim is making sure that any younger kiwi are at least 1.2 to 1.5 kilograms in weight, because it means that they can actually defend themselves against stoats, which are the primary predators for very young chicks. But yeah, the bigger they get, the stronger they get, the more that percentage just increases of survival.
Te Ao Hou is now on display in the park's new Kiwi House, which opened last year. But his keepers say the bird may be shy and stay out of the public eye for some time.
Each kiwi is very different in terms of personality, so he will be housed on display in our brand new Kiwi House. Whether he wants to get up straight away or not, we're yet to find out.
The park has seen a revenue plunge of about 80% since COVID-19, and managers say giving the bird a name that means new beginning is a reflection of the park's optimism for the future. In Queenstown, the South Today.
A person sustained serious injuries after their car went over a bank in Dunedin yesterday. Emergency crews attended the incident in Glengarry Street in the suburb of Vauxhall just before midday yesterday. The person had to be cut free from the vehicle and they were taken to Dunedin Hospital. It was one of several collisions yesterday, with 2 other people taken to Dunedin Hospital after a 2-car crash in Mosgiel. Later in the day, 2 people sustained injuries, 1 moderate, 1 minor, after a car crashed into the side of Countdown Supermarket in Mosgiel. 200 years ago, a Gloucestershire priest designed a way of how a complete set of church bells could be rung by one person. 2 centuries on, the tubular chimes of Dunedin St Matthew's Church are set to peal out in celebration of this invention.
Bell ringer Jim Fayard is looking forward to joining a worldwide celebration of ringing church bells on Saturday. He says the bells of St Matthew's Church in central Dunedin are actually not bell-shaped, but the much rarer large tubular chimes, which, along with their heavy wooden frame, date back to the beginning of last century.
So they're a piece of historic Dunedin that's still actively in use 115 years later. And we're doing our best to try and maintain them.
There are only 3 other sets of bells like this in the country, and these ones are likely to undergo a restoration in the near future.
At some time, probably in the 70s, we think they put an epoxy aluminium coloured resin on them. Sure. And we're probably going to have to sandblast that off in order to perhaps get them galvanised, or some other surface coating to protect them into the future, because although the big heavy parts, it doesn't really matter terribly much, but there are a number of things, a number of reasons for wanting to just try and tidy them up so they don't corrode too badly.
Saturday's bell ringing event celebrates an invention by the Reverend Henry Ellacombe, who 200 years ago designed a system for one person to be able to ring an entire set of church bells. St Matthew's Church in Dunedin is set to ring out the peal and tunes for half an hour starting midday Saturday. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Still to come on the South Today, we take a look at how a Christchurch man is helping people struggling to make ends meet, and we have this week's rugby chat with Paul Dwyer for you. So catch this and more after the break.
Every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
TV, our favourite babysitter, but it can be tough keeping up with what our tamariki are watching. Luckily, the Broadcasting Standards Authority has made some smart changes to the classification labels. Ooh! Plus changes to the time of day certain rated shows will air, and awesome new parental lock features, meaning your babysitter's job is safe. Find out more at safeviewing.co.nz.
Welcome back. Having struggled to make ends meet as a solo dad, Christchurch man Corin Webster decided to start his own food bank. Based in his Hoonhade house, the food bank feeds between 30 and 40 struggling families a day.
This is a sponge cake if you'd like it.
Sure, okay.
Awesome, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's like Christmas all over again.
One of my mates, he was doing a food bank and then he got me into it. And we were helping about 2 to 3 families a week. And then I decided I want to help more and more, and that's where we are today. We help probably 180 families a week, and we struggle to find food, but somehow we do.
Oh, thank you. That's wonderful.
And then there's more breads if you like.
I've got too much food. Okay, guys, you're going to have to stop. Thank you.
Would you like some more bags? There's people that actually do have a bit of money, but they need, they've got mortgages and that as well, and they have to come through here, and we're happy to help anyone. So we'll offer them frozen foods, and a packet of this, one of that, one of everything. Then they get to pick 5 tins of food. That's not all the same. And then we go on to the breads. And then we now pre-packing carrots, potatoes, apples, kiwi fruit if we got it, whatever other veggies. Because that way it's faster for a turnaround, because we get 30, 40 families per day coming through. There's more breads if you would like it.
It'd be amazing.
Help yourself. We get no funding, no nothing. Real difficult. But somehow we make it happen, and we'll continue to make it happen. Being a solo dad, we don't get much money, but there's been days we've had to ask for food, and it's all about making people happy. That's what we worry about.
Very good.
And thank you for the donations as well.
Oh no, of course. I hope that helped a little bit.
I'd like some sort of porta-con, some sort of container. I don't know, anything that will help, just so that way we can run it outside. And then we can have our kitchen and lounge and hallways back. And our bedrooms. Some days we've got to stock all our stuff in our bedrooms. Yes, some days we can't even move. We can't even get to our oven. Yes, we're struggling for space. Some days our whole hallway's full. Our rooms are full. Well, as much as I can really get, to be honest. So anything will help. And if there's extra money after we purchase something, it will just go straight back into the food bank, because we're struggling with tin food at the moment. We build like rat rods and stuff like that when we get spare time, but lately we haven't had any spare time, so we're pretty full on all day every day now. So, and I'll even help families in the weekends. We just want to give and help families, and it makes us feel better. My 2 girls help us hard out, so we have slowly started getting some volunteers in now, and they come in, just offer their services. It's amazing. Everyone knows about us now and the word's getting out. So here's hoping people can help us in return. So.
Have a lovely day. God bless. Oh, thank you so much. Absolutely. Thank you for your help.
In this edition of Rugby Chat, rugby aficionado Paul Dwyer talks with Phil Keeley from Balclutha, who is set to play his 300th club game this weekend.
So I've got Phil here. He's actually in studio. So mate, good to see you.
Thank you.
300 games this weekend.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. You played for Clutha. I think you left school in '97, straight out of South Otago High, and you went straight into the top team in 1998.
Yeah. So in '98, we had trials in for the premier team in Clutha, and managed to get in. So that was quite good on the wing.
So you played as a winger.
Yep.
And I think that went through to about, boys are telling me, that went through to about 2007.
Yes.
And then did you have a serious injury at that stage?
Yeah, I did. I got knocked in the head and had a bleed on my brain.
And
you
came back playing after that?
Yeah, I was told not to play, but I said I love the game too much. And
so you had basically a full season and a half off, did you?
Yes, yeah, had a full season off and then come back in 2009.
So, and you'd sort of started to move in from wing at that stage anyway, had you? Well, you sort of moved to the midfield?
Moved into the midfield, yeah.
So what happened after that? So then they made you go into the forwards?
Yeah, so they said, why not have a go in the front row? We were short that year, so I said, well, not. Yeah, no, so help the team out anywhere I can. So went in there and...
so you've played prop ever since?
Played prop ever since and loved it.
So obviously, because I've been talking to Crazy Dave Ladder as well, because you work with Dave as a builder down there.
Yep.
What companies he got down there? Versatile?
Yeah, we got Versatile. Yep.
So that must have helped you get because that's a massive experience coming from the midfield into the front row.
Yeah, no, Morning Smokers used to be great talk. It wasn't about work, it used to be about techniques and in the scrums, and so it was great.
So mate, how old are you now?
I'm 41.
So 41 now, so you've been playing since 1998. Apart from that season and a half off, have you basically played all the way through?
Except for 2016 when my son was born, I had another year off.
Yeah, a year off in 2016.
Yeah, so
but you still decided to come back again.
Still come back in 2007.
What's your wife say about this? Is she happy you're still playing?
Yes and no, but no, she's right behind me.
So there it is. That's Phil Keeley all the way from Clutha, and we'll be back again with you next week.
And you can watch the full interview online at odt.co.nz. After the break on the South Today, a loose rabbit continues to evade Dunedin City Council staff in the Dunedin CBD. And we check out the weather heading into the weekend for you. So see you soon.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
MTF Finance can help you turn the key on your next vehicle with a loan made just for you. TCs and lending criteria apply.
Every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Thanks for staying with us. A rabbit seen munching on Dunedin City Council pansies next to the Dunedin railway station is still on the loose. The bunny has been spotted in Anzac Square and has proved hard for council staff to catch. Dunedin Botanic Garden curator Alan Matchett says it's unusual to see a rabbit in town, especially with traffic driving past and people around. He suggests it could be someone's former pet. While rabbits frequent the city's botanic garden, numbers in the area are kept under control. And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Possibly the last legal auction of moa bones will go ahead in Dunedin on Sunday if a law change is successful. A young Kiwi is introduced to its new home in Queenstown before his release into the wild as an adult. And the chimes of Dunedin St Matthews are set to peal as part of an international bell ringing celebration. And time now for a look at the weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Looking at the situation, a westerly airflow will slowly increase this weekend with generally fine weather in most places. A period of very cold southwesterly winds will arrive on Monday with snow showers to low levels and strong winds. Starting at the northwest of the South Island, it's a wet day for everyone here. Westport has showers and 15 degrees, while Greymouth has rain with 16. Moving to the northeast, Nelson and Blenheim both have a high of 16 degrees. It's a rainy day in Nelson, while Blenheim manages to escape the rain with a bit of cloud. Moving to Canterbury, Kaikoura and Christchurch both have showers on the way tomorrow, while Ashburton escapes the rain with a bit of cloud. Kaikoura sees a high of 16, Christchurch reaches 13 and Ashburton 12 degrees. Looking at what's in store for the southern towns, the Catlins, Balclutha, Lumsden and Gore can all expect light westerlies with some cloud and a high of 13 degrees. Travelling westwards to the Central Lakes, Wanaka, Queenstown and Alexandra can expect light northwesterlies, some cloud and temperatures between 14 and 15 degrees. It's colder and wetter in Te Anau with light westerly showers and a high of 12. Looking at what's in store for the northern towns, along the coast, Timaru is in for light northeasterlies, some cloud and 15 degrees, Oamaru can expect moderate northeasterlies, cloudy skies and 13 degrees. Moving inland to Twizel and Amarama, look out for light northwesterlies, some cloud and a high of 15 degrees. Moving to Dunedin, expect showers tonight with southwesterlies and an overnight low of 8 degrees. Tomorrow showers at first, which then clear, but skies remain mostly cloudy during the day with moderate northeasterlies developing. It's still going to be a cool day, looking at a high of 12 and a low of 5. And high cloud and sunny periods on Sunday with moderate northerlies and milder temperatures, looking at a high of 15 and a low of 7. And in Invercargill, showers will be clearing tonight with an overnight low of 7. It's going to be mostly fine tomorrow with sunny periods and some cloud and moderate westerlies thrown in for good measure. A high of 13 and a low of 8. Cloud increasing with some rain developing later on Sunday with westerlies becoming fresh at times. Then a change to cold gusty southwesterlies on Sunday night. Looking at a high of 14 and a low of 7. And that's all from the South Today team for this Friday and in fact the week. For the latest news from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz and check out Channel 39 on Facebook and YouTube. Have a great weekend. Drive to the conditions. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.